Question 16a. Work out 3/4, take away 1/3. Most people that I see will try and take the easy route out of this and go 3 take away 1 is 2, 4 take away 3 is 1, and get an answer of 2. Now that should automatically tell you that something's gone wrong here. How can you start with 3/4, take away something, and end up with the whole number of 2? It's not quite that simple. When you're dealing with subtracting or adding fractions, we have to make sure that the denominators are the same. That's why it's worth 2 marks. There's an extra step involved. What we look for is a common multiple of 4 and 3. Both of these go into 12 exactly. 3 times 4, 4 times 3. I usually go for a little bit of multiplication by the opposite denominator here. So to do that, we're going to do 3 times that first fraction. So I end up with 9 over 12. Subtract, and then we do the second fraction multiplied by 4. That gives us 4 over 12. Now you can multiply it by anything as long as you end up with the same number at the bottom. Multiply that fraction and that fraction by different values, but you have to do the top and the bottom number both multiplied by the same value, which is why both of those were multiplied by 3, both of those were multiplied by 4. Now we've got the same number at the bottom. We know we've got 9/12. We take away 4/12. That's going to leave us with 5/12. You don't do 12, take away 12 here. It's still stuck in the same size pieces. We just have less of them. Question 16b. Work out 1 over 3 multiplied by 5 over 6 multiplied by 9 over 10. Give your answer in the simplest form. Multiplication with fractions is really quite easy. It's just like you would think. You multiply the numbers at the top, you multiply the numbers at the bottom. The numerators all get multiplied together first. So 1 times 5 is 5, 5 times 9 is 45. So 1 times 5 times 9 equals 45. 3 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 10. 3 multiplied by 6 is 18, multiplied by 10 is 180. So this would give us a fraction of 45 over 180. But it wants us to give in its simplest form. Now there are ways that you can simplify earlier on. If you're happy with doing that, please do. But if you're not sure and you end up with this, we can now start to simplify this fraction. What we look for is a common factor between the numerator and the denominator, 45 and 180. If you can't see that 45 is actually a common denominator, you should at least notice that 5 is a common factor. It fits into both of them. How many 5's in 45? That's 9. How many 5's in 180? That would be 36. With a bit of calculations, you can work that one out. We now have 9 and 36. It's not its simplest because both of these are also in the 3 times table. So 3's into 9 is 3. 3's into 36 is 12. We're not simplified yet. Both of these are also in the 3 times table. You're just constantly looking for common factors until there's no more. 3's into 3 is 1. 3's into 12 is 4. Now we've got 1 over 4. The only common factor is 1. So in its simplest form, the answer to this is 1/4.